Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please watch, like, and subscribe. Using pronoun correctly. Using pronouns correctly, what are the cases of personal pronouns, solving special pronoun problems, and the review. What are the cases of personal pronouns? A pronoun takes the place of a noun. Example, he approaches slowly. The rider watches them closely. His horse is well trained. What are the cases of personal pronouns? Case is the form that a pronoun takes to show its relationship to other words in a sentence. What are the cases of personal pronouns? The nominative case. Pronouns in the nominative case are used as a subjects and as predicate nominatives. Example, we compete in several sports. The winner in the high hurdles was he. The subject of a sentence tells whom or what the sentence is about. Example, manatees are large water mammals. Although manatees are gentle, divers should not touch or ride the animals. A predicate nominative is a word or word group in the predicate that identifies the subject or refers to it. Examples, the student with the pet iguanas was he. The most usual reptiles in the show were they. A predicate nominative is connected to its subject by linking verb using a form of the verb be. Examples, the guitarist you heard might have been he. The people in line were they. Please answer the two sentences below. Make sure the subject of a verb is in the nominative case. To choose the correct pronoun formed in a compound subject, try using the pronoun by itself with the verb. Example, Aaron and he rode the bus. Would you say he rode or him rode? So the correct pronoun is he. Let us try to answer again the two sentences below. Make sure a predicate nominative is in the nominative case. Let us practice. Choose the correct form of the pronoun in parentheses. Be prepared to explain your answer. To answer the sentences, sentence number 1, Mom and me, I went to see a musical. So the pronoun is used as a subject. So the nominative pronoun I is correct. Number 2, were they, them first in the region last year or the year before? So the pronoun is used as a subject. So the nominative pronoun they is correct. 3. In my opinion, the best dancer were he and she, him and her. The pronoun are used as a predicate nominatives. So the nominative pronouns he and she are correct. 4. As we collected boxes of old toys and games for the garage sale, The pronoun is used as a subject, so the nominative pronoun we is correct. Answer the following. For each of the following sentences, choose the correct form of the pronoun in parentheses. Pronouns in the objective case are used as a direct objects, indirect objects, and objects of prepositions. Example, Carmen has invited me to her party. Me is the direct object. My uncle gave it a tune-up. It is indirect object. Don't you sit in front of me in class. Me is in the object of preposition. A direct object is a noun, pronoun, or a word group that tells who or what receives the action of a verb or shows the results of the action. Examples: this shelf holds books about racing. Holds what? Books. Clayton told Gary about the race. Told whom? Gary. An indirect object tells to whom or to what the action of a transitive verb is done. Example, I read the children a scary story. Read the story to whom? Children. You notice that indirect objects appear in sentences that also have direct objects. An object of a preposition is the noun or pronoun in a prepositional phrase. Example, near the window. Near is the preposition. The window is the object of the preposition. In front of the fireplace. In front of is the prepositions. Then the fireplace is the object of the preposition. Please try this to answer the sentences below. A direct object should be in the objective case. An indirect object should be in the object case. Example, Tony found them a new home. Them is in the indirect object. He gave Teresa and her the tiny kittens. So her is the indirect object. An object of a preposition should be in the object case. Example, aside from us, who else will be coming? So us is the object of the preposition. Another example, the package was addressed to you and me. So me is the object of the preposition. You probably heard phrases like this before, but they are incorrect. So objective pronouns should be used in these phrases. Let us answer this. Choose the correct form of the pronoun in parentheses. Be prepared to explain your answer. Number 1, my brother told me a really funny joke. So the pronoun is used as an indirect object. So the objective pronoun me is correct. 2, did you call Natasha or she, her? The pronoun is used as a direct object. So the objective pronoun her is correct. 3, everyone except Brandon and him had ridden on the subway. The pronoun is used as the object of a preposition, so the objective pronoun him is correct. Please answer the following. For each of the following sentences, choose the correct form of the pronoun in the parentheses. What are the cases of personal pronouns? The possessive case. Pronouns in the possessive case are used to show ownership or possession. So possessive case pronouns, first person, second person, and the third person. Example here is my car won't start. Well, have to ride in hers. The possessive pronouns mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, and theirs are used in the same ways. Pronoun in the nominative and the objective cases are used. These are some examples. The possessive pronouns my, your, his, her, its, and their are used as adjective before nouns. Example, does your brother play the guitar? Where does he buy his guitar strings? Some authorities prefer to call these possessive forms adjectives. Example, did you look up their address? Use the clues in parentheses to fill in the blanks with appropriate possessive pronouns. Timer start now. This is the answer. The notebook on the desk is hers. Laura is the name of a female, so the possessive pronoun hers is correct. Number 2, please pick up your clothes. When used as an adjective to modify a noun, the possessive form of you is your. For number 3, for practice, Jeff referred their bicycles. Friend is a plural form, so the possessive pronoun there is correct. On your own, for each of the following sentences, choose the correct form of the pronoun in parentheses. This is the answer. Number 1, Robert has trained his new puppy. Number 2, they brought cheese and crackers to the party. Number 3, the college sent some information to us. Number 4, make sure your name is on every page. Number 5, Carla has completed her application, but I haven't started mine. A pronoun used as an appositive should be in the same case as the word to which it refers. Example, both teachers, Mr. Petrakis and he coached the team. The appositive identifies the subject teachers. Since a subject is in the nominative case, a pronoun in an appositive identifying a subject should also be in the nominative case. An appositive is a noun or a pronoun placed beside another noun or pronoun to identify or describe it. Examples, my cousin Maria always orders salad with dinner. The appositive Maria identifies the noun cousin. Riboflavin, a vitamin, is found in the leafy vegetables. The appositive of vitamin identifies the noun riboflavin. A pronoun used as an appositive should be in the same case as the word to which it refers. Example, the director chose us, Joel and me, the major roles. The appositive identifies the direct object as. Since a direct object is in the objective case, a pronoun in an appositive identifying a direct object should also be in the objective case. A pronoun following than or as in an elliptical construction should be in the same case as it would be if the construction were completed. Okay, these are some examples. An elliptical construction is a clause from which words have been omitted. The words than or as often begin an elliptical construction. Example, I understand him better than she. Another example, the practice helps Roger as much as me. Solving special pronoun problems, elliptical construction. In an elliptical construction, the meaning depends on the pronoun form. Be sure to use the form that expresses your meaning. Example, I understand him better than she. I understand him better than she understand him. I understand him better than her. I understand him better than I understand her. Reflexive and intensive pronouns have the same forms. Reflexive in intensive pronouns: first person, myself, ourselves; second person, yourself, yourselves; third person, himself, herself, itself, and themselves. Example for the reflexive: I think I will treat myself to a movie. Intensive: Evelyn herself raked all the leaves. A reflexive pronoun refers to the subject of the sentence or clause and may be served as. Example for the direct object: I can't believe I hurt myself laughing. Indirect object: Daniel bought himself a new book. Object of preposition: Clarice and Sarah should be proud of themselves for completing the work. Predicate nominative: Sharon is not herself today. An intensive pronoun emphasizes its antecedent and has no grammatical function. Example, Simon himself painted those pictures. The pronoun himself emphasizes Simon. George and Kim installed the new hard drive themselves. Themselves emphasizes George and Kim. The words his-self, their-self, and their-selves are non-standard. Use himself and themselves instead. Example, Luis built the new benches himself. Students should learn to do that for themselves. Do not use a pronoun ending in self or selves instead of a personal pronouns. Example of non-standard: Maria and I went to the rodeo. Myself does not refer to emphasize any other word. Non-standard: I depend on Jay and you. Yourself does not refer to or emphasizes any other word. Choose the correct form of the pronoun in parentheses. Be prepared to explain your answer. Your timer start now. Number 1 answer. Nolan has been working at that grocery store longer than he. The pronoun in the elliptical construction should have the same case as the complete clause would have. So the complete clause would be done, he has been working at the grocery store. The nominative form he is correct. Number 2. The comedians Ken and she got a standing ovation. The pronoun in the appositive should be in the same case as the word to which it refers. The appositive refers to comedians, the subject, so the nominative pronoun she is correct. Number 3. If you're hungry, you can fix yourself a sandwich. The pronoun refers to the subject you, so it is a reflexive pronoun. So the reflexive pronoun form is yourself. Answer the following. Choose the correct form of the pronoun in parentheses to correct each sentence below. Your timer start now. The use of who or whom in a subordinate clause depends on how the pronoun functions in the clause. Nominative case, who and whoever. Objective case, whom and whomever. Example, is there someone her who can help me? The subject is who. A subordinate clause has a subject and a verb but does not express a complete thought and cannot stand by itself as a sentence. Example, if you finish the exam early, you may leave class. Subordinate clause begin with the words such as when, whom, because, which, that, if, and until. To choose between who and whom in a subordinate clause, follow these steps. Step 1, find the subordinate clause. Example, do you know whom borrowed the ladder? The subordinate clause is whom borrowed the ladder. Step 2, decide how the pronoun is used in the clause. Example, whom borrowed the ladder. So the pronoun is used as the subject of the verb borrowed. Step 3, determine what case the pronoun should be in. Example, whom borrowed the ladder. The subject should be in the nominative case. To help choose between who or whom, rearrange the words in the subordinate clause to make a normal sentence. Example, I can't decide whom the winner is. The winner is whom. Substitute a nominative case pronoun he, she, or they for who or an objective case pronoun him, her, or them for whom. The winner was she. So if the nominative case pronoun is correct, use who. If the objective case pronoun is correct, use whom. I can't decide who the winner is. Step 4. Select the correct form of the pronoun. Whom borrowed the ladder. The nominative form is who. So the answer is, do you know who borrowed the ladder? Answer the following. Apply the steps to the following sentence. Your timer starts now. Answer the following. Choose the correct form of the pronoun in parentheses. Be prepared to explain your answer. Your timer starts now. Answer for number 1. The musicians with whom he practices are professionals. Number 2. Everyone who arrives early should go to the cafeteria or the gym. Number 3. The guest speaker whom the principal introduced addressed the assembly. On your own, choose the correct form who or whom to complete each sentence below. For the last activity, for each of the following sentences, choose the correct form of the pronoun in parentheses. Your timer starts now. Thank you.